It is officially September, which means that the great walk-in has finally begun. Over the next 4 months, the leaves are going to change. They're going to fall from their trees. The weather is going to get colder. The cities are going to get less active. Life is going to slow down. And you are going to have another opportunity to reinvent yourself, to go into the dungeon and work on who you want to become, so that when you emerge in the spring, you are a completely new person, the person you've always wanted to be. Now, there's a huge mistake you'll make in this process, one that I've made before, if you're not careful. And that mistake is putting the cart before the horse. What I mean by that is thinking about who you want to become at the end of this process obsessively, fixating on it, keeping your eyes locked on that image all of the time. Now, there is a time and place to imagine who you want to become, to focus your mind's eye on this image of what you want your life to look like once March rolls around, once April rolls around, once the sun comes back out, once the lake is nice and warm, you can swim in, once your friends want to go out for drinks, catch a ball game, etc. There is a time and place. That time and place is after the day is done. Once you have accomplished the day's tasks, once you are finished with living in the external environment, once it is time to reevaluate where you're going, to tweak things, to look at what happened during the day and say, how can I be better? Where was I lackadaisical? Where was I not focusing? When did my attention get diverted? That is the time to imagine who you want to be, and then compare who you are in that moment to the person you want to be. But while you're living, you will make a mistake of not paying full attention, of not walking into the present, because that's what the great walk-in is. It's not necessarily about the numbers you can put up. It's not necessarily about, in my case, doing more streams, music-wise, getting followers on social media, making videos that perform well, lifting more weights, becoming more cardiovascularly fit, getting my skills sharpened in the gym, on the boxing bag. It's not about that per se. It's about living. It's about training yourself to live. And what that means is to lock in to the present. Because this is what fall and winter is here to teach us. It's here to teach us to slow down. It's here to teach us to retreat within ourselves, to trade space for time to evaluate who we've been, the patterns that we're unconsciously living, the patterns we may even be consciously perpetuating. Fall and winter gives us the space, gives us the opportunity to do all of this. It's not necessarily about making the progress, because when you put the cart before the horse and you say, this fall, this winter, I am going to focus on benching more. I'm going to focus on getting followers on social media. I'm going to focus on becoming a better chess player, whatever it is for you. You put the cart before the horse because your focus is on the external. Your focus is on the numbers. Your focus is on the spreadsheet, the analytics. If you're a basketball fan, you understand that all too well. People are not too happy with the way basketball has trended toward this analytics position. And you forget how to be present. You forget that during the fall and the winter, your brain should slow down. Your body should slow down. Everything should slow down. Even if you're going quicker, it should slow down. It's contradiction. It's paradox. But this is what should happen. This is where I found my success in the fall and winter. This is why I am so happy that the fall is finally coming around. A, because I was born in the fall, but B, because I know how to use it now. Before, I was going out and getting drunk. Whenever I was 20, 21, I was partying. I was being sloppy. I was focused on the thoughts in my head, where I wanted to go, why is my music not streaming? I was focused on all of these things. When what I didn't realize at 19, 20, 21 years old, 22 years old even, is that if I just focused on keeping my attention focused on what I was doing at every single moment, I would get all the things I wanted. And now that I've gotten some of the things I've wanted, that I've made a lot of progress in all of the areas of my life that I've wanted to make progress in, even though I'm not satisfied, even though I still want more, even though I have a grander vision of who I must become, Because if I don't, I'm going to be a very unhappy camper. I would have made more if I would have done this earlier, because I stressed myself out so much. I gave myself so much anxiety, so many sleepless nights, so much paranoia, so much looking around saying, ooh, how can they threaten me? Ooh, are they looking at me strange? Ooh, I need to be wary of that person. So much of that because I put the cart before the horse and I said, I want to make progress. What about presence? Screw progress, presence. Where's your presence at? Is it up in the clouds? Is it lost in the skies? Or are you right here, right now, doing whatever you're doing? Me, I'm not focused on what I have to do after this. I don't even know what I have to do after this. I'm focused on this video. I'm focused on looking in this camera and saying, don't make the mistake I did. Don't waste your mental energies. Do not let them be dispersed. Do not let your attention be pulled in 1,000 different directions. Be present in the moment. When you are present in the moment, when you are present in what you are doing, playing basketball, writing music, playing chess, hanging out with friends, walking in the park, swimming in the lake, you experience life. And when you experience life, the downloads come in quicker. Your retention becomes improved. Your skill increases. Your love for life expands. The joy within your heart explodes. You become the person people want to emulate, or the people really hate because they wish they could be you, but they just don't have the nerve, they don't have the courage. This is what happens when you remain present. So this fall, this winter, remain present. Keep your attention focused. In your times of reflection, reflect, imagine, see the image, picture the scenes, play them in your mind. Do not get fixated on them though whenever you are out in the world. When you are out in the world, you need to act. And in order to act, you need to be present. You need to clutter, or rather declutter the mind, and be wherever you're at, without any care for where you would rather be. It's not about your preference. It's about what needs to be done. It's what has to be done. It's what you're doing then. If you prevent yourself from making this mistake, you will have a fantastic fall, a fantastic winter. You will get everything you want, or at least you will get everything you need, everything God wants you to have right now or over this period of time. You will learn all that you need to. But if you put the cart before the horse, you're going to F this up. And I don't want you to F this up, because you don't have any time to not F this up. I'm talking to me on that one. You as well, but me on that one. I ain't got no time. There are not many more falls and winters, and every passing one pulls me further away from the past. Every passing one pulls me further away from the energies that once guided me, the pure energies. Unless, of course, I continue to strive and make progress by being present. That is the only way I can combat this passing of time and this erosion of my child nature. So don't make the mistakes I did. Stay locked in. Stay locked into the present, that is. You'll get everything you want. That I say God bless. Have a fantastic evening. This is New Da Vinci. I'll see you in the next one.